Today we're working on some custom door panels. These will fit a 2002 Yukon Denali. I want to start with just speaker rings. These are countersunk rings. They give the speaker a nicer look. They sit more flush. You start by figuring out a mounting pattern that'll fit the door panel, how many speakers you want to run. And there's a different way of fastening them to the panel, but I hot glued them on. These are the tweeter rings. They're placed throughout the panel. They don't need these plugs in there. We're going to start with fiberglassing them. It's stapled from the back around this top edge. We used the Dremel and roughed it up so the fiberglass resin will soak in there and really make it stick. It'll bond very well. So we've got tin foil around these plugs so you can pull them out when we're done fiberglassing, and then use a flap wheel around there and it'll give you a nice clean edge.
They call me money mercy for a reason. I gotta get that paper even if it stop you breathing. You must got me mistaken for some other type of heathen. I got it.
How much time you got into these so far?
About 20 hours.
How much longer you think it's gonna take?
Probably 40 hours.
Is it gonna be worth it?
Yeah, I hope so.
Sounds good. What kind of speakers you gonna run?
ROCKFORD punch components.
Okay. Fancy.
So there'll be 6 6.5s and 5 tweeters per door.
And then what else are you running in the truck?
18 ROCKFORD T1 12-inch on 14,000 watts. And I got the pillars custom, and my kick panels will be custom.
Nice, that'll be badass.
I'm going to try making it so we can put the panel on and off without removing this piece. It's got to clear the handle here.
You know, gotta get that paper. You know, gotta get that paper. Every time I wake up, I gotta get that paper. You know, I gotta get that paper. You know, gotta get that paper. Every time I wake up, I gotta get that paper. California getting paper, Memphis getting paper, Kansas City getting paper, Florida getting paper, Milwaukee getting paper, DC getting paper, Chi-Town getting paper, Georgia getting paper, Louisiana getting paper, New York getting paper, Alabama getting paper, Texas getting paper, Oklahoma getting paper, VA getting paper. Everybody about that biz, yeah, we getting.
So what does this do?
Makes it hard,
Why do you want it hard?
so it stays.
Wake up and leave, it comes with me. Can't forget where I come from, that's my history. Right now I'm in the east with some enemies. I've been here for a long time, I got eastern tendencies. Text me if you wanna paint a picture, you my centerpiece. And you know that bullets is a sin to me. Yeah, you say you hard, but I think I found your tender piece. But it don't matter. Every time I wake up, I gotta get that paper. You know, I gotta get that paper. You know, gotta get that paper. Every time I wake up, I gotta get that paper. You know, I gotta get that paper. You know, gotta get that paper. Every time I wake up, I gotta get that paper. The future, bitch. Impressive.
Here we are laying down fiberglass mat over the hardened fleece. We're laying down 3 or 4 inch strips at a time, about a 1 inch overlap on each strip.
We put down the resin first because it helps it stick. And we can form it easily, and then later we'll go back over it with more resin.
From my brain, from my brain, from my brain, from my brain, from my blood, from my lungs, from the dungeons.
got the door panels finished. We got about 50 hours into them. We got them primered. They're going to be going to vinyl wrapping pretty soon here. We're going to do our best to keep the Denali logo underneath the tape. I'd like to give a shout out to DS Woodworks on Facebook. Look in the description below for the link to the site. You can make rings of any shape and size. Plugs, flush mount trim rings. Puts a nice round over on all the rings. And he has great prices. Must be really good at making a bed.